My girlfriend said she was with a friend, but that buddy was with me when I was selecting an engagement ring. How do I tell my girlfriend about her deception? Oh my, this is a doozy. My life feels like it's in a movie right now. Please accept my apologies for the strange formatting. I'm on the go. And this is my first time posting on a sub like this, and I'm planning on proposing to my 3-year girlfriend, 26 staff. Now I'm terrible at selecting out. And the type of guy who doesn't see anything wrong with wearing heart jewelry. Seriously. Why is it regarded as so unappealing? So whenever I needed to buy something for my girlfriend, I would generally consult one of our mutual friends. All of my girl's best pals are also my friends, and we all get along just fine. So asking for them assistance in selecting jewelry is something. When it came to selecting a ring, I consulted my girlfriend's best friend, Justine. Justine and I are very close, and she knows my girlfriend better than anybody else, including me. So, when my girlfriend went to see her sister and young nephew, I brought Justine over to the house to assist me in selecting a ring. And I went through a few catalogs before concluding that it was a dead end, and that it would be best to go to professionals at a jewel. However, I had no idea when my girlfriend would return home. So Justine and I devised a creative text to determine how much time we have. I asked her when she was going to be home because I was ordering takeout and wanted to know when I should tell them to have the meal ready by, and she said it would be a few hours. She got together with Justine to go shopping. Obviously, this caught me off guard. I showed Justine the text because she was standing inside my house, and she seemed as perplexed as I did. It's not unusual for my girlfriend to meet up with people out of the blue for shopping, lunch, and so on. She is a highly impulsive person who enjoys creating arrangements on the spur of the moment. Normally, I would have assumed this was text in a heartbeat. This, of course, had to be a lie. When she got home, she pretended to be absolutely normal, and I pretended to be as well, but it's been incredibly difficult to pretend that everything is fine. We got takeout, ate together, and cuddled on the couch after thus far. She's caught on a little that something's bothering me, but I can't tell her that one look at her kills me. I'm at a loss on what to do because my girlfriend and I have zero trust issues and tell each other everything. So this deception is killing me. I really want to ask her about it, but if I tell her I suspected she was lying, I'll have to explain why. And it's something I truly don't want to do. What should I do? I know she lied to me, but I'm at a loss as to how to confront her about it. Should I just let it go? This one finally ceased gnawing at me. Please assist with exclamation editing. I apologize for the lack of responses. It's been a busy day, and there have been a lot of comments. Thank you to everyone who has already commented. I'm grateful to all of them. And I apologize once more for the lack of responses. Guys, it's been a crazy day. My parents are relocating, so I've been staying at home. Also, I've never had so many comments on a post in my life. Tonight I'm going to talk to her. I'll post tomorrow after we've both finally settled in after such a long day. I made the decision to confront my girlfriend. I considered utilizing some of the lies recommended by others, but it just wouldn't make sense to say I ran into Justine somewhere. So I told my girl that I had to stay home and do housework. That's why I couldn't accompany her to see my essay. To say Justine was assisting me in selecting jewelry would be an understatement. It doesn't make sense for her to travel all the way to our house to assist me in selecting jewelry, unless it's a big piece of jewelry, such as an engagement ring. If I only wanted to get her a piece of jewelry as a gift, I'd ask her friends for recommendations or have them give me jewelry photographs. It all happens via text, which she may or may not appreciate. None of the explanations made sense. So I decided to take part. I basically just responded that I knew we'd been talking about marriage and that she was probably expecting a proposal soon. So I called Justine over to assist me in finding her the right ring, and it just so happened to be the day she said she was going to see her. So what's the story? She immediately began grinning like a fool and urging me to propose in the ring. But then we came back to where she was, and she revealed who she really was. No, she wasn't deceiving anyone. No, she wasn't looking for a ring from me. The number of times it was commented on was insane. Some individuals prefer dogs, while others prefer cats. I, for one, prefer steak. I grew up with snakes my entire childhood, but I never felt like I could have one since my girlfriend was always concerned about living with a snake, which I completely understood. Also, the procedure of purchasing and rearing a snake differs greatly from that of purchasing and rearing a dog. It's difficult to say whether it's a dog or a cat. So imagine my astonishment when my girlfriend showed me a picture of herself holding the loveliest Kenyan sand boa I'd ever seen. Needless to say, My girlfriend was planning to surprise me with a snake. We'll take her up the following week. Please let me know if you'd like to pet tax. She's adorable. This was not at all what I expected. And I'm sorry for spoiling the surprise, but a well-lived life is a good life. I apologize for this. This isn't the finale you were hoping for or expected. Thank you for taking the time to read TLDR Snake at Pet Tax. Sorry. I'd love to show you some better photographs, but the only other one is of the snake right up to my girlfriend's face, which I don't want to show you. If there's still interest, I'll probably add more to my profile. Did you really grant me 130 snack prizes after we took her home and hashed her out? I, too, enjoy Reddit stories. How can I, 29F, deal with this? 29F, who disregards my limits and offers unsolicited advice. My girlfriend has a habit of imposing her viewpoints on me. For example, she has been longing to go on vacation because all of her friends have. I told her I needed to save money since I was between jobs and was about to relocate. She would bring it up whenever she saw her friends' holiday photos on Instagram. Every time I would tell her that moving is expensive and that I couldn't afford a vacation till she, on the other hand, constantly bringing it up. The same can be said for her desire to marry and have children. I've told her many times that I want to get my finances in order before thinking about starting a family, and that it's too early in the relationship to talk about weddings and children. However, she would bring up her friends' engagements and say things like, "I want a daughter," which makes me very uncomfortable. I'd become enraged because I felt unheard, and it'd spark a battle. She also has a habit of offering unsolicited advice and expressing unwelcome ideas. I informed her that I needed to construct a website for my design job, and she told me she believes it's a little too much. Designers have their own websites. I told her that it's industry standard, and that in order to find work, all designers must have some kind of online portfolio. She went on to say that she didn't think I needed a website as a designer. She isn't a designer, and she doesn't work in my field. She even chooses the order in which I consume my food and directs me where to park whenever I drew. I also noticed that she was constantly commenting on other people's decisions and telling him how she would address their difficulties. She would become irritated if they did not listen to her and would not let it go. It's tedious and frustrating to hear her continuously advising me and other people when she has no expertise or experience in the topics on which she's speaking. She spends a lot of time attempting to better other people while ignoring her job and self-improvement. I don't care what her thoughts are. She becomes protective and angry, and we would spend days wondering, I don't know what to do. I don't think it's my responsibility to teach her to adjust her TLDR. My girlfriend corrects everything I do. She frequently proposes that I do things that she believes are better for me, even if I did not ask or have repeatedly told her that I can't or don't want to, so I feel like I don't have a voice and can't be myself.